Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Get Ready with me, Louise. I know it has been a while. I do apologize. I did not mean for it to be like this, but I'm just it's rough to try to figure this out and work and to make it to where I'm not so tired and trying to film and but yet I really want you to see these things before you spend your hard-earned money because some of the stuff just isn't worth it. But I have gotten so much in. I believe the last thing I've done was the Frosty the Snowman collection. I believe. It's okay. There was actually some hits that I didn't even know I would like, to be fair. Like these lip things. I don't mind these. I think they're good. Really good, actually, for the price point. Um, but there's been some misses for me. Like, I don't think the quality was bad, like the Huda Beauty palette. I don't think the quality was bad by no means. It just really, it wasn't my color story. Even though I love cool neutrals, it was just, there wasn't enough depth for me personally. Doesn't mean it's not good, doesn't mean I can't work it with something else, you know what I mean? But for today, we're going to play with the Trick or Treat palette by Glamlite. And I purchased this. I did not buy the full collection, but I did buy this, and I did buy the little blush thing, and I bought I bought the candle. I kind of wish I would have picked up the mirror because I think it is really cute, but I'm trying to be realistic with my purchasing now because we're only spending my money that I'm working for so that I can have a realistic view on this stuff, okay? Because I'll be honest, before I was like, yes, 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 yes. And I still am, don't get me wrong, saying yes to a lot of things. But I'm more doing it from working my own job, how many hours I have to work, what I bring home, and then is it worth it then? You know what I mean? Whereas before, I was just spending my fiance's money and calling it a day. You know what I mean? Which, nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Okay? Nothing wrong. I'm still spending money. Okay? But I'm just saying, because I do think that there's some things that I can look at now and go, yeah, I don't think I would have bought that if I had to work for it. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean I wouldn't have asked for it as a gift or something, along those lines. So let's get started. For foundation, I am wearing the Uma by Sharon C foundation. For concealer, I'm wearing the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. For powder, I set with the Rimmel under the eyes. The rest of the face, I used Natasha Denona High Glam Powdered Foundation in N6. I think I'm going to have to buy another one of them too. Look at that. I think I'm going to stick with this color though. I think it's a good color for me. So I have bought a lot of stuff, but let me tell you what I saw in store at Ulta the other day. So first I got this. Now this has been around forever. Actually, it was around and then it was like a limited edition. Then they brought it back and I believe it's still limited edition. But I finally decided I was going to get this before they discontinued it again. And it's the Jelly Pop Dew Primer. I'm not a big fan of the green one. And I know it's supposed to like mimic the Milk Makeup one. I'm just not a big fan of that. I'm hoping that this will be a little less stickier than that. But yet basically feel like a gel moisturizer. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping for. A little bit of, moisture and stuff. But yet a little bit of tack so that it does, grip the foundation, obviously. The other thing I purchased was this from e.l.f. I know, e.l.f. But, hear me out. I'm not really a lip oil person, okay? I'm just not. But, there are a couple that I do like. I do like the Dior lip oil. I really like the Lila B, but that's no longer around. But I really like the Glamlite. And what is this? The Nightmare. Oh, the Nightmare on A Nightmare on Elm Street. Wow. I was like, a nightmare where? Long day. But this one here, I really like this one. And I was like, I saw one of the girls at work wearing this on her lips. And then she had swatched it on her hand. And I was like, what is that? I need that in my life, okay? It is beautiful. She's like, Elf. I was like, no way. She's like, yeah. She says it's in the 4 pack. So it's a 4 pack for, I think it was $32. Now, I do get a discount because I'm an employee. So it did lower it a little bit. But you get the colors. Um, this is called a glimmer finish. I don't think it necessarily had a color. Actually, I think it did. It just was on the um box. But three of the colors I know are on their main is in their main um line. Because this one here is called Jam Session. I know this because I was thinking about getting this for my daughter and my younger daughter. And then I think one of them is Rose Envy and one of them is something else. I forget now, y'all. But it's a 4 pack nonetheless. And this is what I bought it for, though. This one right here. Because it looked beautiful on her. So I'm hoping that it looks good on me. We shall see. I don't know if I'll be able to wear it with today's look or not. Right now, I just got the Glamlite lip oil on. So we shall see. But this is the bronzer. I'm wearing Armani. Yeah, the Armani bronzer in 100. Luminous Silk Bronzing Powder in 100. And then the blush I'm wearing this, which is way pigmented than I ever dreamt, okay? It doesn't look so much, especially like this one. It looks like it'd be really soft. Oh no, 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 no. And this one is actually, I had to use one the other day. I used it, and I put this one first, and I couldn't even get it to blend out. It was so pigmented, and my skin's so fair. So well, not so fair, but fair. And then I used this to help blend that, and it worked perfectly. I may have looked like a clown for a little bit until it faded, but eventually it did look pretty good. And today, same thing. It has faded a little bit because it's a little later on because I've already went to work and came back. Why I'm wearing mascara, but I left my eyes. I didn't put anything on them so I could do this video. But I will say that if you do like a peachy orange, pinky peach, and a more orange, they're both matte, you might like this. Like, their formula is good and it does last all day. And it fades beautifully. And the packaging is adorable. So I'm not mad at it. Just go very light hand. And then for the highlighter, I just grabbed the Halloween 2 highlighter and put it on. I was trying to keep it, the theming. And then the Trick or Treat palette. Y'all, when I saw this, I thought, okay. Usually when I think of Glamlite, I think of color. Always have. I kind of always will. I also think of them as play, fun, connecting with my inner child. Oh, sorry. That's how I think of them. But this palette, now packaging, of course, Halloween themed, very much, not necessarily child, but, in that kind of realm. But the inside, on the other hand, I mean, they do have some neutral palettes, but not many. And I haven't really been into warm tones in a long time. But this here is bringing me back to it, okay? That's all I'm going to say. This here's bringing me back. Now, the shades are numbered 1 through 10. Not a big fan of that. I'm not going to lie. I really do like it when they name their shades. I find it easier for me to say what shade I'm using. But for just the whole experience, I like the name of shades, I like to see what they come up with. But let's get started in this. So the first shade we're going to go into is actually number 6, which is this orange. I mean, it's what it basically looks like to me. And like all Glamlite shadows, very, very pigmented, but blendable and buildable. Like, it is their good formula. I've not really met a well, yeah, their Kiss palette. I didn't really care for that. I just didn't. I don't know what it was about it. And I get the color story wasn't exactly, my color story. But there was something a little bit different there with those metallic shades. But this, not so much. This is their good, really good, shiny, creamy, metallic, formula. And I applied it with a brush, and look how much shine it gives me. Like, it's beautiful. And you can see, like, this blended beautifully, and it builds on top of itself beautifully. And this would be a good shade. I feel like 6 and 7, these two would be good to blend out any of the darker shades if you needed help. Like, if you did go in too much with one of the darker shades. All right. Now we're going to go into shade, let's see, 6, 8. It's just a little bit more orange, brown maybe. I'm so good at descriptions, aren't I? And we're just going to darken up the outer corner a little bit and run it through the crease. Look at me act like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just slapping it on my eye, if we're going to be honest. But this palette's kind of making me want some orange. Well, obviously it's orange, but making me want to wear some warm tone shadows again, because it's just so pretty. But I mean, I don't know. I've just been into cool tones, which is weird, because I would say I'm neutral with more of a warm, or like leaning peachy warm, almost like yellow. So you would think I would like the warm colors on myself better. We're going to take that same shade and just run it under the lower lash line. It is a little harder for me to do because I'm already wearing mascara, but that is what it is, y'all. I'm trying to make it work. I really am. And trying to get, these up so you can see before the holidays, like what you're wanting to spend your money on or what you think others would want. Because, it's tight out here. Your money has got to be spent wisely. And I do think that this is a good, like, for 10 shades, it's not that expensive. And it's cute packaging. And if you have a Halloween lover or a spooky type of in your life, someone that likes the spooky side, I think they would really enjoy this. Or if this particular movie in general they would enjoy it. I am going to be honest, I don't know nothing about this movie. Never heard of it, never seen it, nothing. I know, crazy. I don't watch that much TV though. We're going to go into shade 9 now, and we're going to darken up just the outer corner there. I'm going in with a light hand because this shade is very pigmented. So we will build this up. I just like how the colors, I love how they do these 10 pan palettes, first off. But this particular one, I love how any way you go, you can make it work together. I love that it goes from light to dark, as in there are you got your lightest shades to make this an all-in-one palette, or to even create a crease color. You have, or a transition shade, you have a color for your crease, and then you have another darker color for even if you want to deepen it up even more. You know what I mean? So this kind of is an all-in-one palette at a great price with beautiful metallic shades. Beautiful. Like, I knew I was going to like this palette and get, like, I don't know how much use I'll get out of it, because I am one of those people that it's like after the season's over, am I really going to use it? Most likely not. But there are some exceptions, because that Chucky palette, I used it a lot. And then Jason, when it launched, loved it. I don't know which one, wins. But both are phenomenal to me. I love them. And this one, the look I created the first time, y'all, that video was awful. And we're just gonna leave it at that. It was awful. Um, but so I knew I had to redo it. And here we are. We're going to go into shade number 4 now, which is this one right here. And we'll pick it up on the brush. And we're just going to lay it on the lid. I didn't get any fallout using this shade. Actually, I didn't get any fallout using any of the shades. Because I kind of... This here, the matte part of it, is how I kind of set it, my eye look up the first time I used the palette. I kind of feel like that's the way it would be, with the exception of maybe like I wouldn't use, if I didn't use like number 6, I'd use 7. But I feel like it'd be 7, 8, 9. Like that black would be more for lining for me personally, not necessarily, you know, trying to blend that out because that's just scary. That black is pigmented. I'm sure it's great for that. Don't get me wrong. It's just scary to me, that's all. But I might play with it one day. You never know. I might get brave. And I'm not using a glitter glue. Nothing like that. And it is beautiful. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And then for the inner corner, we're going to go into shade 1. Which is right here. And I'm just going to pop it in the inner corner. Look at that. Now, does this scream Halloween? Yes, it does. But more importantly, when I look at this, this screams fall. Hands down, no exceptions. This is fall. And I love it. I think it's gorgeous. Let me grab a paper towel real quick. I do want to try something because I haven't tried them yet and I'm just dying. I need to know. I'm not going to wear the one shade that I said I wanted to. That sparkly one. Because I don't think it would necessarily go with this look. Okay. What liner do I want to use? Let's just put a little of this one. It's my favorite. It's the Cookies and Cream liner from Glamlite. Got a piece of dry skin. Can't be having that. Alright, let me just kind of line a little bit. Just to help that, so that oil doesn't seep out into my little wrinkles around my lips. I don't know how well this is going to look. But I've never tried an elf lip oil. And I really want to. We're going to do the jam session one. Because this is the one I probably was looking at the longest. And I think it would go with this look. Oh, okay. So it's got a big doe foot too. Let's put it on. Oh, yeah. That looks pretty. It feels good. It's not sticky. I mean, if my hair, it's going to be sticky, but I mean on the lip. Like, it's not giving you those little strings. It had a little bit of pigment. Not bad. I think it could be worn alone. If you wanted to. Yeah, that's pretty. I like that a lot. It did have a scent. And I dropped it. Of course I did. At least I feel like I'm smelling something. Let me see again. Yeah, it's got a scent. I don't know what kind of scent. It's not like not pleasant, but it's nothing like pleasant either, you know? Like it's not smelling like cake or anything like that. Okay, same scent. So they've got the same scent. I just think that if you do like this formula, the elf formula, you get four of them, and it seems like it is their more popular shades, at least from what I see at like the store. Like these are the shades that are generally don't have many in the row, you know. So I think that's nice. And if you like a lip oil in general, it's a nice formula. It does kind of remind me of the Glamlite lip oil. I think it's the Glamlite's a little bit thinner, where this is a little bit thicker. But I mean, just by the tiniest little bit. But I can definitely see me wearing this. Not bad for elf. And then you know what else I'm wearing today? The Ulta Beauty brand. I am wearing their, I don't, what is this? What? No, this is Essence. Where did I put the Ulta Beauty? Oh, here it is. It's their, the other day when well, not the other day, it's been a while. I did an Ulta Beauty, like a full face almost of the stuff I have. I had one of these brow things. It's the brow tint, and I really liked it. And lo and behold, I was like, oh, I want to get me one of them, you know. So I did. And then I seen this little teeny pencil there, and this is called the Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in Ash Taupe. And I got the brow tint in light. That's all it says. But I really, really like the two of these combined. It was so quick, so easy, and y'all know I don't like my brows. I don't even like to do brows. I'm not gonna lie. But this made it so easy, and I love it. Love it. And then for mascara, I am wearing the Tartelette Tubing Mascara, the black one today. I could have went brown, to be fair, and I think it would have looked just as pretty because obviously it's going to go with these colors. It would probably even make it look more fall-like even. But I think the black goes nice because of that lid shape being so metallic. But yeah, overall, I really like this collection. I think it's really pretty. I think these are shades I'd feel comfortable wearing any time of the year. Not just Halloween or fall, but like anytime. And like I said, I like the way it's set up because technically if you are in a hurry, you can literally pop that on, you know, in the crease or whatnot, and then just put this on the lid and go down. Same thing, same thing, same. I like the way they set that up. They make it very easy. Or you can use more than two shades. You know, you can mix and match and however you want to do it. But yeah, I would have to say that that's a pretty darn good palette, to be fair. Like, I really don't have anything bad to say about it. Price point's good, formula is good, color story's good. So for me, A plus, well worth my hours of work. You know what I mean? But let me know your thoughts. Did you get it? Are you still on the fence about it? Is it something like, will you only use it around Halloween, or would you continue to use it through the year? Like, I'm so curious about that. But let me know your thoughts down below. And if you like this video, if it helped in some way, thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. Hit all, that way you're notified when I upload. I am trying to upload. That's all I can say. I would love to have a schedule, but I just don't see that happening. And then every time I think I got it, I don't. So I think what I'll do is say this. I am off Tuesday, so I should be able to film, and then you should have a video on Wednesday. I think that's the best way to do it, is be like, okay, I'm off this day, so then the video will be the next. You know what I mean? Because if at least then you know and I know. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I will let you go. Leave me your thoughts down below and stay safe out there. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.